Burt and the Three Bears. Everyone has heard the story of the three little pigs, and this story has nothing to do with that. This is a crazy but true story of Goldilocks, aka Burt Simmons, and the Three Bears. You know, the mama bear, the daddy bear, and the spoiled but passive-aggressive baby bear. Not sure I refer to Cornstarch, that's the little bear's name, as Little Bear, since he's 2 years old and should be on his own. But this story I was handed, so here goes. Burt was driving along on the interstate when he saw an old lady broke down. Burt got upset. Daggum, what is wrong with people in this world today? Daggum, nobody wants to help a senior citizen. So he pulled over to help, only to be facing the barrel of a loaded .45 into his face. So the elderly lady, whose real name was Charles, drove away, taking his wallet, which had no money, and his cell phone, which was a flip phone that he inherited from his wife Barbara. So he stood there trying to flag down someone, when he began to get weak from the heat. Daggum, I better sit down somewhere. So he walked towards the tree line, and he found some shade. He wasn't under the tree long before he heard a voice come from behind him. Hi, man, let me get them shoes. It was a barefoot homeless man named Gary, had been hiding in the woods to avoid child support. Daggum, I'm not going to give you a bonk. Before Burt could finish his sentence, he was bonked in the head with a large can of tuna. Now, I've personally never been hit in the head with a can of tuna, but I'm more than certain it truly hurts. So when Burt woke up from being knocked out, he found himself, of all places, inside of a small cabin in the woods. Dang, this is real nice. I wonder if there's some kind of serial killer going to kill me now. As he looked around, he noticed that the table had food and a large jug of what looked like sweet tea. Burt, being hungry, suffering from a real bad bile syndrome, got himself into the chair when he thought, Daggum, whoever lives here must be a big old mamma jamma. This chair is huge. He took a bite of the soup, and instantly he was in love. This is amazing soup. He poured himself a glass of tea, and before he knew it, every bowl was empty. Then his stomach began to make strange noises. Oh, daggum, I gotta find a toilet, Burt said as he walked slow through the house, trying to hold what was coming, or hopefully what would not be coming. He had never seen a home with 3 toilets. As he swung open the door, he admired the idea. He went and plopped down on the medium-sized one. This might be the greatest idea I've ever seen. 3 toilets, just in case, Burt commented as he unloaded in the bathroom. Meanwhile, the family of bears came through the front door. The mother bear began to gag as the father bear pulled his shirt over his nose, but the baby bear grew angry. Which one of y'all crapped in your pants? Before we eat? That's just childish, the little bear said with fury in his voice. He looked at the table and grew even more angry. Did you get the key from Uncle Bob? Because somebody has ganked our food. Mom Bear was about to puke from the smell as she ran toward the bathroom. She opened the door, and there she saw Burt sitting on the toilet. She was overcome by the smell, and she started puking in the bigger toilet. It was a scene of craziness. Mother Bear was puking, and when Papa Bear heard she puked, he began to puke. All the puke was everywhere, all over the kitchen, all over the floor. Then Baby Bear, a.k.a. Louis II, slipped and fell in the puke. knocking the little bear out cold. Then, oh my goodness, Burt ran out of the house. And he just ran fast as he could. All that puke smell and everything, leaving everything behind. Because that whole house was destroyed with foul odors. Burt ran for a long time until he came to a store in the middle of nowhere. He walked inside the store. As soon as he got to the counter to ask to borrow a phone, he heard a familiar voice. "I like that shirt, boy," a voice commented. Burt turned around, and it was the homeless Gary that took his shoes earlier. He was barefooted, which confused Burt. "Hey, dadgum, where are the shoes you took from me earlier, or should I say stole from me?" Burt asked, as he shielded his face from a can of tuna. "What shoes, you hillbilly?" Gary asked. As Burt moved his hands from his defensive posture, Gary took the opportunity to run out the store. Burt couldn't let Gary get away, so he gave chase. Gary was super fast as Burt soon gave out a breath outside of the store. "Well, daggum, you can just keep the daggum shoes, dang." And before he could finish his frustrations, he was hit, or should I say bonked on the head again with another large can of tuna, leaving a big red mark. Burt fell to the ground and let out a loud pile of gas. Least we hope it was all just gas, before losing consciousness again. "My sir, can you hear me?" The voice echoed in Burt's ears until his eyes finally came into focus. "Daggum, Gary?" "Yeah, welcome back. Yes, I'm Gary. We're on the way to the BMR hospital." Burt was confused, but slowly putting things together. "Yeah, we found you passed out on the side of the road. Glad somebody called us." Burt glared down at his shoes, and they were missing. Did you find some shoes? Must have had a terrible nightmare." No, my friend, we didn't find those shoes. But hey, the hospital has slippers, so don't worry about nothing. Everything's gonna be fine." The ambulance pulled into the hospital, and the EMTs pulled Burt inside. Burt was so happy that he was okay, and he wanted to tell the guys he appreciated them. "Daggum, I sure appreciate everything, guys," Burt said as they were leaving. But as Gary walked off, as Gary was walking down the hallway to leave, Burt noticed one strange thing. Gary was wearing his shoes. Dun, dun, dun. And that is the story of Burt and the 3 bears.